Hey, it's me. This is gonna be rather quick. I was debating on making this a video, and yet here we are. So you guys have seen me talk about AI before. I am not a big fan of generative AI. I think there is a space for AI. Obviously, like we use our technology every single day, but obviously, I'm talking more about from the creative standpoint. The use of generative AI, I do not see it as a useful tool simply because we know how people operate, and it won't be used as a tool to assist creators. It'll be used as a tool to replace creators. We have seen before like these AI avatars, right? You've seen it before. If you've gone on Instagram, probably Facebook, right? There are literal AI avatars, AI profiles you can interact with who, again, aren't real people. I believe there is either a game or an app where you are followed by a bunch of AI, so you can kind of get that sensation of being a super important or a really niche micro celebrity on the internet, but still have that level of notoriety, right? You can still be somewhat big, have that sensation of having lots of followers. I always thought that was weird, mostly bad and terrible, because obviously these aren't real people. Like, you're not interacting with anyone. It's just robots talking to you and then talking to other robots. But now we're getting to a point where AI is rapidly advancing. I just saw a video, two videos actually. One was for the Google like VO or 3 or whatever, and it was showing images, moving images. What the fuck year am I in? It was showing a video completely generated by AI, and it has actors moving and talking and stuff. And while there are still telltale signs, the issue I'm having is the rapid advancement they're making, because we know what the end game for that's going to be in the entertainment space.
Yes!
We can talk as cartoons.
This is amazing.
Imagine all the narrative possibilities.
We can sing talk.
Let's talk.
So, what are we going to talk about now? What are we going to talk about now that we can talk?
I have no idea. What do you want to talk about?
Now that I can talk.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have something to say.
We can talk about how magical this is.
I'm a hallucination.
I want to say something important, something deep.
They are going to just fully create movies or TV shows or cartoons or whatever with just AI. Just AI actors, AI scripts, AI everything. And on the gaming side, I just saw a video of an AI streamer playing an AI version of Fortnite.
Oh my god. Yes! Woo! Victory Royale with a pickaxe!
It is at this point, once again, that I'm asking, what is the point to all of this? Like, I know there are people who are like, it's the way of the future. It's the way of the future. But do you want this as a future? I know there are content creators that I'm personally not big fans of, that I say put out slop and are roach people and are terrible. I still find that to be true. But at least they're roach people. At least they are slop tubers. At least there are people who are putting in low effort, rage bait, zero critical thinking content out there. This is literally a machine doing this. I do want a future where AI streamers are on Twitch getting subs, getting views, all that stuff, when they're not real. This is what I mean when I talk about the creative process and how there's a soul to it, and there's art, and there's a soul in art, right? Having an AI just reacting to things is not the same as a person doing it. Even if we want to say that person is a robot, an NPC, has no original thoughts of their own, it is night and day. Having AI doing react content, doing streaming content, there is no purpose for that other than the replacement of creators. And I know I sound like an alarmist, but I also told you guys what would happen with Project 2025 if Trump got into office, right? And I was called an alarmist then, and now you guys are freaking out over trying to get parts for your PC, or, you know, looking at how Nintendo's increasing their prices because of tariffs, right? So maybe give me a little bit of credit here. this is going to be, unless it is extremely reined in, this is going to be used to replace people. That's why they're trying to trick you by making it as real as possible, right? Otherwise, they'd have them look like fucking cartoons. They want to be able to replace creators because at the end of the day, this is for the benefit of companies. They want to still get value out of things, but pay as little as possible. If Twitch don't gotta pay streamers, a fair share or a fair split because there aren't real streamers out there, they're just robots, and people are watching it and still engaging with it, that's what they're gonna do. If movie studios and executives can get away with just creating bullshit, but not having to pay people and still have people watch it, that's what they'll do. And for the crowd will inevitably go, well, skill issue, yada, 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 yada. You need to understand something. This will not benefit you. If you are already complaining about what humans are doing and like the content they put out, whether it's movies or videos on YouTube or streamings on Twitch, what do you think a AI that's trained on that content going to do? What originality do you think it's going to have? Do you think you're going to have an AI Kai Cenat or an IShowSpeed or like an AI Senna? No, because those are people with ideas of their own and thoughts and how they want to do things. That's the creative process. You're not going to have AI YouTubers who are doing deep dives in a way that's interesting to you, right? It's going to be like a Wikipedia article. That's what you're going to get. This is what they want to put out to you. If you are anti-slop, you should be anti-AI slop. If you want more creativity, if you want creators to be able to fully express themselves, then you should be against AI replacing them. Because make no mistake, that is the end goal. That could be the only end goal. What other reason would there be to showcase videos of a streamer who is, again, an AI person playing an AI version of Fortnite? What could possibly be the other reason for that? It's to replace people. We are in an era where art is being so devalued that we have people willing to, drain Lake Geneva 10 times over just to have a picture of themselves as a Ghibli character. Instead of wanting to pay artists to do commissions, they want to just go on the internet, type in prompts, and jokey, making a meme. Meanwhile, all you're doing is expediting the intricate creativity, and that is bad. Once again, you guys are being upset, rightfully so, over Hollywood not being original. Thank God we have movies like Sinners. But imagine now if every Hollywood movie was a Marvel formula movie, right? And this is no disrespect to like Marvel fans or whatever. Hello. But I like variety too. So this is why I'm super against this shit. It's just, honestly, it's just depressing, man. It's just fucking depressing. And if you're like a VTuber, you should be especially worried because you guys would be the first ones that could be replaced. So that's my spiel. I fucking hate it. I hate it here.